Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, in this video, I'll be playing NBA 2K17 My Player Mode, Xbox 360. Here we go. Wow, look, these 76ers have. I think we got this game.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. And now we take a brief check at the matchup. Our starting five for both teams. To think of the outstanding players in the NBA, how about playing? Now we'll go to Dorisburg right. Get to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
He thought their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously, a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, he always needs to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position shots. Sounds like a good plan.
Thanks, Doris. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bazemore hits the bucket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter. Stripped away. Humphreys the pass to Mr. Perfect. Puts up a three, and he gets it to go. And guys, what do you make of his comments to the media after their last game? There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Henderson dishes to Simmons. Kicks to Henderson. Rodriguez. Shot clock at 6. Schroeder. Here's Mr. Perfect. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got 6.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Rodriguez passes to Simmons. They need this. Rodriguez. They get it again.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Jack. Now the pass to Mr. Perfect. Up in time. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead. For a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. DeMarcus Cousins and the Sacramento Kings take on Paul Millsap and the Atlanta Hawks. Now the second quarter. It's picked off. We've got Henderson, and it's Rodriguez, and it's the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. To the line. Simmons pulls it in. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Wizards.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Rodriguez passes to Okafor. Feeds to Henderson. Dishes to Simmons. Pocket 6. Another another shot. He kicks it to Henderson. Leads him in there. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Second is Dwight Howard.
Well, I tell you what, this guy probably did not want the season to come to an end the way he was shooting the ball. He wanted to keep going.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Your passes to Mr. Perfect. From downtown, and that one's good. Mr. Perfect's got 11 points. Here's Rodriguez. An 11-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. He feeds it to Okafor. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rodriguez outside. Henderson kicks to Rodriguez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, Kev. Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Wizards made some terrific plays. He picked up 16 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's Atlanta up 7. And we welcome you back. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Okafor, Millsap covering. And Embiid comes it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up shots like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Mr. Perfect in a shooting guard. Howard is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Kent Casey and Schroeder in at the point guard. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The 76ers making a switch here. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
Back to Embiid. Rodriguez outside. Six to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Rodriguez has got 7 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, or just more of the same. You cannot leave them alone like that, especially from long range.
Puts the lead pass in front of him. And Thompson gets it to go.
They're really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
That's 6 of their last 10 coming from inside the paint.
Works at the basement. There's the dish to Schroeder. He passes to Mr. Perfect. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Mike Muscala is checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. It's been a real difficult game for them offensively, and it's costly.
To Muscala. Outside for Korver. Outside, Scott. Back to Korver. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game, to me, is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
A 3 from Korver. Count that one. Korver's got 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Rodriguez outside. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's covered by Thompson. Passes it to Jack. The kick out to Scott. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Shoots a three. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The 76ers with another miss. Here's Mr. Perfect. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that. They pin 3 more points on the lead in the cruelest of fashions.
The third quarter comes to
The new season in the NBA rolls on. The Los Angeles Lakers kick. Coming on the 12th clock. This is the
Rodriguez outside. Just over a minute and a half play here in the fourth. Left clock shot on the way. And that one's good. Simmons. The Hawks leading by 5. Nerlens Noel is out there with open. And it's Rodriguez in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Their pass is going Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Rodriguez with it. And there's the feed to Simmons. Noel passes to Llewellyn. That is good. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. And there's the pass to Mr. Perfect. They'll set the screen. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And here's what's up coming now for the Hawks. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Atlanta making a switch here. Porter's checked in. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looks to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough.
Not a good game from your team tonight. Is there anything positive you can take from a game with a final score as lopsided as this one?
Well, for one thing, we didn't give up. I thought that even when we were down by a lot, every player out there on the court was still giving everything they had. Some games the ball just doesn't bounce your way, but that's never an excuse to mail it in. And I really don't think we did that at all tonight, which is definitely something to be proud of. If we keep giving that kind of effort, we'll win our share of games. Tonight just wasn't one of them.
I know we ain't seeing now that it just ain't working. You say you can't take no more, I know that we ain't perfect. I was trying to fix the stuff you was out late night. Going back Right now I'm blowing. Forgetting all the times we had our ups and downs on purpose. I hope that you cry right now and no, I ain't joking. Why you play them games? I don't know. I do not know why. Scared if I ask you to tell the truth, you would say this.
So guys, in the next video of my player mode, it would definitely be 12 minutes. Definitely. Don't worry about that. Definitely. Alright? So just can't believe I lost. Wow.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Rudy Gay is out there with Coach Kukas. Then there's a follow, and there's Collison, and it's Cousins in at the center position. And for the Hawks, they've got Kent Bazemore. Chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blocking they're certain to face in this matchup. He's certainly cognizant of it, and he told me this: if we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover, that will help. Also, getting them on the move in the half court, whether with ball movement or screens, will also serve as well. Kevin, if they can execute, they'll have some success.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
And, you know, they obviously took the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive.
No good for Mr. Perfect.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Stripped away. Lets it go from deep. And the shot is good. Mr. Perfect's getting himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Hawks?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Shoots it. And that's good. Number 2. Mr. Perfect's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Kicks to Casper. Back to Collison. 6 to shoot. The feed to McLemore. Caspi on the arc. And he gets it to go. For 3. Caspi's got his first 3 points of the game. Schroeder with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Mr. Perfect. Beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Hawks. Well, not exactly a close game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Cousins inside, working on Howard. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got his first basket of the night.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when you come to attacking the interior in this first half.
Mr. Perfect in his shooting guard. Paul Millsap out there with Howard. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Temple, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line. Sacramento making some changes. Matt Barnes is checked in for Cooper, and it's Collison in for Rudy Gay. Bazemore passes to Mr. Perfect. On deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Just 2 to shoot. Collison, no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Mr. Perfect. No good off the front iron.
And they'll give him that shot. I mean, he doesn't have the most reliable jump shot. That's a win for the defense.
McLemore dishes to Collison. He passes to Temple. Back to Collison. Pass to Cousins. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Howard. Pass to Mr. Perfect. It's hauled in by the Kings. Collison's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. And Caspi kicks to Collison. He feeds it to Caspi. Back to Collison. Sacramento moving it around. And it's Caspi with the 3. Caspi's got his second basket of the night.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Feeds to Schroeder. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. The Hawks again can't hit. The Kings trailing. Collison, the pass to Aflalo. That ties the game. Aflalo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint, that's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Barnes dishes to Aflalo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Aflalo's got 7 points in the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The Kings making a switch here. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
On the court for Sacramento, we got DeMarcus Cousins. Richardson is out there with Collison. Then there's Kupis, and it's Gay in at the free throw. Here's Mr. Perfect.
And how about the numbers on Paul Millsap? Coming off a terrific season. 9th in blocks, 11th in steals. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
I tell you what, he was on serious lane patrol last season. Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up as a top 10 shot blocker.
Sacramento making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. Outside Collison. Richardson at balls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jack passes to Mr. Perfect. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Hey, Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Fourth, DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, anytime you can be one of the best scorers in the league, that's special company and something you should be proud of. It's not easy to do on a consistent basis to be amongst the scoring leaders.
Richardson kicks to Aflalo. All sorts of time, and he knocks down the jumper. Aflalo's got 4 points this quarter. The Hawks trail by 11. Jack passes to Mr. Perfect. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sacramento's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Cousins with a screen for Richardson. 1:58 left to play in the third. And the rebound goes to Howard. The Hawks have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Aqualo. Check inside the line. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Tolliver kicks to Collison. The dish to Tolliver. Here's the three. Another three for Sacramento. 3 play just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bazemore. Here's Mr. Perfect. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Sacramento leading by 4. Mr. Perfect in a 2-guard. Paul Millsap out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the pace. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
And here's Schroeder. The pass to Mr. Perfect. He tries for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Kupis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Collison kicks to Gay. Dishes to Kupis. And there's the feed to Aqualo. Gay outside. Lets it go with the 3. Kept alive. He kicks to Aqualo. He dishes it to Collison. Cousins with a screen for Collison. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Collison. Kicks it to Kupis. Working on Howard. 6 on the shot clock. It's Gay with the drive. He's again. Spinning off the box out is Howard.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Sugar passes to Howard. And it's good. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Collison dishes to Aqualo. Pass to Cousins. Lays it up and dunks it in. And the Kings lead by 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, Knoxville did the defenders.
Bazemore passes to Mr. Perfect. Schroeder. Into Millsap. Bazemore with 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Collison. Pass to Aqualo. He feeds it to Cousins. Backs in. Drops it off the fadeaway. And now it's an 8-point Kings lead.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And stolen by Aqualo. A try by Collison. Second chance effort. The basket drops. They get fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming as well. And a closer look here at the Hustle stats for the Kings.
You guys had a chance all the way up until the end, but it seemed like tonight just wasn't your night.
Does this loss sting any more than normal, knowing that you guys were right there?
Go, Ryan. Off for the night. Gotta make lunch.
I wouldn't say that. Any loss is a tough one, but I can't put this one above any of the rest. It's just one of those games that you're going to lose every once in a while over the course of a long season, you know? Sometimes you lose a heartbreaker, sometimes you keep it close like tonight, and sometimes you get blown out. It's just something you get used to, you know?
So, if you guys liked the video, please punch the like button in the face like a boss and subscribe for more videos. See you guys later. Bye.